Good morning, everyone. It seems like the people in the political landscape, the people that have been there for a while, especially in official opposition and also being the governing party, and the top three parties are basically losing their minds. And especially the official opposition and the ruling party. If you look at the Democratic Alliance putting up absolutely ridiculous posters in KwaZulu-Natal or banners, and then the now viral video that the DA councillor Angus McKenzie has put out with a Ghostbusters theme, where he's being absolutely roasted and ripped apart. And I will put a link to that video in the description below. And the dislikes for that video is very high, and the poor person that posted it might be sorry for doing so. So at the moment, I see desperation everywhere. I've spoken to Angus McKenzie in the past. His son has played rugby against my boys. And what you see in that video is typically him. He would tell his boys to hurt the other boys. And, I've heard him say that personally. It's just the type of person that he is. He's a larger-than-life personality, and there's not a lot of God in front of his mouth. So I'm not surprised that he has done this. I'm surprised that the DA is allowing this. And this is something that you need to think about. Where is the official opposition when they are doing everything not to get votes? It's like they are trying to sabotage themselves deliberately. And once you look at the evidence, you actually have to tell yourself that this is the idea. That the people of the country don't believe that there is an official opposition anymore, that people stop believing in government, and that causes a breakdown in society. So you need to ask yourself the question, why don't we have a real official opposition? Why are we sitting with these lunatics in public position? Why do they choose councillors like this, like the one in KwaZulu-Natal, like this one in Cape Town, that are bonkers? Why do they do that? And the answer is simple. They actually don't want to govern. And this is what the evidence suggests. And in my time there, it became clear that these people are deliberately out there to destroy the country. And they can do it in very clever ways. So you can say that you're going to fix the potholes, you're going to supply clean water and do all of these things, but you'll remove people's freedom. You'll want more power. You want to put people in a more controlled environment, cameras all over Cape Town so you can monitor, track and trace people's every move and try and justify it. So once you see this new world order being created in society, you will see the DA as being instrumental in actually doing that. The other thing that you will see is that the ruling party will promise people jobs. They will tell people whatever they want. And I will link an article below where the ANC said their first day in office, they will supply 150,000 jobs. Now, no party can supply jobs. It's impossible. It's not their job to do so. They are just supposed to create an environment where businesses can flourish so that they can provide job opportunities. And having a job is a privilege. It is not a right. It is not a right at all. Never was, never will be. But in the new world that is being created, you won't have to work because you will get everything. You will own nothing. Everything will be dictated for you. And this is the world these people are working towards. The plan is being put in place and the resistance is building daily. And I will be at the front lines of that resistance. I'm not going to allow you to fool people. And the fact that you have allowed people that we have in the African National Congress currently, that we have in the Democratic Alliance currently, to be the people in power, to be the ministers, to be the MPs, to be the councillors, to be the mayors, is shocking, absolutely shocking. And this is why a direct election system is better, not perfect, better, way better, because you will be able to remove fools and idiots like this out of office. So it is important that direct elections become the norm in future. And this can only take place through one thing, a complete change of our constitution, to change the electoral system, to change the way we elect our leaders. You cannot keep the current constitution and implement that. So anyone that tells you that we can have direct elections under the current constitution, they are lying to you. They are liars. Don't believe them, because parties will still reign supreme. It's parties that are putting these idiots in place. And all you need to do is fund those parties, and with those funds, they are controlled. You cannot trust a gang. And this is what the parties become when they entrapped in the system for decades. They become like gangs, and what you see in that video of Angus Mackenzie is gangster mentality. And believe me, they love power a lot. And this is a huge problem. So think about what you stand for in life. Do you stand for just living a life where you have a job and you just get by from day to day? Or are you willing to fight for that freedom? What side of history do you want to be on? On the greater good ideology side, or do you want to be on the side of individual liberty, where people can exercise their freedom to choose? Most of the people in these organizations, the governing party and the official so-called opposition, they are currently, without them even knowing, promoting greater good ideology. They don't care about your liberties or your freedoms. They will create chaos, and then they will claim that they will reduce that chaos. And the way they do that is by taking your freedom away instead of removing the root cause of the problem. They will never address that. They will never ask you to be self-reliant. They will never ask you to grow your own food. They will never ask you to create your own business. They need the power, and for them to have power, they need you to be their subject. I will end the video there. Thank you very much. Till the next video.